We are going to start this 53rd meeting with hospitals and surveyors. We do it every Friday, usually twice a week, but next week we will have a meeting again with Oxford University, Catherine. Please put the opening video, Pak Indra.
Indra, our opener.
We will have a meeting. Please put opening video, Pak Indra.
Indra, our opener.
We will have a meeting. Okay, thank you. And now, can you put the schedule on the screen? Pak Indra.
Indra, jadwal.
Langsung
Rundown.
aja nih, langsung aja.
Ya, oke. Kalau gitu tolong can you put
Nah, ini. Udah.
ya,
Ya.
oke. This Professor Shin, your topic is ensuring quality and safety in healthcare, domestic and international approach. Yeah, it's
Exactly.
today,
Yep.
19 January
Mhm.
from 19:30 until 21:30 p.m.
Mhm.
We will start with opening. I'm doing the opening already, and then Dr. Johnny will will do the prayers, and after that is the speech from Dr. Sutoto, our chief executive, and then please have your time. And then little bit question and answer. After that, closing from our chief executive, and closing prayer from Dr. Johnny. Okay, please put the curriculum vitae from Professor Shin so we know a little bit of him. He's already very famous from the people in Fisqua because we met in Brisbane and in Seoul.
Mhm.
But the people are our friends that are not yet in the ISQA meeting, maybe let him know. He's senior in ISQA board member. We have been together. Please, Sifi. Yes, thank you. Professor Shin Usero has a very long curriculum vitae, but we make it short because if we put everything together, it will be 1 hour time. Yeah, Prof. Okay, now Dr. Johnny will do the prayers. Please do.
Okay. I'm sorry, Professor Shin. We will start our meeting and program by prayer with praying.
Mhm.
This is our tradition here.
Yeah.
Teman-teman, peserta KSK Knowledge Sharing Course yang ke-53, mari kita awali acara kita dengan membaca doa bersama. Saya akan pimpin dalam cara Islam. Teman-teman yang non-Islam boleh menyesuaikan. Saya mulai. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirrabbilalamin. Ar-Rahmanirrahim. Maliki yaumiddin. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين رب اشرح
Amin.
لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي اللهم صل على سيدنا Muhammad وعلى آل Sayyidina Muhammad. Ya Allah, ya Tuhan kami, pada malam hari ini kami kembali berkumpul dalam acara rutin kami, Knowledge Sharing Cars yang ke-53. Untuk itu kami mohon berkah dan ridho-Mu ya Allah. Berkahi dan ridhoi pertemuan kami ini, dan berikan kelancaran dalam acara ini, lancarkan lisan kami, jernihkan hati kami, dan cerdaskan otak kami dalam menerima materi yang akan disampaikan oleh pembicara dari Jepang, yaitu Profesor Shin Ushiro. Ya Allah, tunjuki kami selalu jalan yang baik, yang lurus, dan berikan kekuatan kami berada di jalan yang lurus itu. Ya Allah, ya Tuhan kami, tunjuki pula kami jalan yang salah, namun jauhkan kami dari jalan yang salah itu. Hanya kepadamu ya Allah kami memohon dan meminta, karena Engkau adalah pengabul semua doa. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanah wa qina azabannar. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun wa salamun alal mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Amin. Terima
Amin.
kasih. Silakan Dr. Hani.
Terima kasih, Dr. Johnny. Selanjutnya sambutan dari Ketua Eksekutif Bapak Sutoto. Please do.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good
Waalaikumsalam.
evening, Prof. Shin Ushiro, distinguished guests, esteemed colleagues, and participants. It is my great honor to welcome you all to this insightful webinar titled "Ensuring Quality and Safety in Healthcare, Domestic and International Approach." As the chairperson of the Hospital Accreditation Commission, I am delighted to host this important event. Today we are gathered in the critical aspect of healthcare, ensuring the utmost quality and safety for patients. This topic is not just a national concern, but a global challenge, requiring a concerted effort from healthcare professionals worldwide. In our case, to continue to improve healthcare standard as it is vital to consider both international and domestic approaches. We are privileged to have with us Professor Shin Ushiro from Kyushu University School of Medicine, Japan, a renowned expert in this field. Professor Shin's extensive knowledge and experience in healthcare quality and safety will undoubtedly provide us with invaluable insight and perspective. As we navigate through the discussion and presentation today, let us be mindful of the ultimate goal to enhance the quality and safety of healthcare services for every individual. This webinar is a testament to our commitment to learning, sharing, and collaborating across borders to achieve this noble objective. I'm confident that this discussion today will not only enlighten us, but also inspire us to take meaningful action in our respective role. Let us resist this opportunity to gain a deeper understanding and to further pathways toward excellence in healthcare. Once again, I welcome you all and Professor Shin Ushiro, and look forward to a productive and enlightening session. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Sutoto. And Professor Shin, please have your time. Shall we put the video, or you will do it yourself?
Yes, I am going to start my video on my own,
Okay.
on my side. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
So, okay. Good evening, everybody. I
Good
am
evening.
Shinjiro. I'm speaking from Japan, and I'm really honored and privileged to be included in this valued session by CARS, 53rd round of CARS webinars. And I produced my video clip of my presentation, which will be 75 minutes. And
Yes.
I talked about ensuring quality and safety improvement at the institutional, national, and international level. And the 75 minutes may be a little bit long, but I included a lot of photos that of my experience on international occasions. So please enjoy my presentation and those photos. So
Yes.
as soon as I share my my slide, it will begin automatically. So can
Yes.
I share my slide?
Okay.
Yes. Okay. So let's start my presentation by sharing my slide. Okay, let me see. Let me see. Okay.
Slide-nya belum all participant nih.
Ya. Udah. Oke. Ya. Okay,
I'm
you
trying
can share.
Ya.
Yes.
I am trying to find my presentation. So give me 1 second.
Okay.
Where is? Let me see. There are many windows open. So
Yes, okay, it's okay.
Yes, okay. Take your time.
Thank you very much. I'm now opening my PowerPoint, and I'm going to try to share it again. Okay, I got.
Yes, good.
Okay, good, great.
Yeah.
And then
Slideshow.
Okay.
I would like to start. How can I start? Okay, slideshow. Okay, I will start.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, good.
Your
Oh,
voice. Your voice.
you don't run the video yet.
Oh yeah, run the video.
Yeah. It must be run before you share. Run the video first and then share.
Okay.
Yeah.
Audio. Dr. Johnny, is there
Yes.
any problem?
But
Yes.
your voice doesn't.
There was a sound problem.
Yes, sound.
Okay. Yes. Now I opened my PowerPoint, but I also have video clip. So okay, next time I'm going to open my video clip, not
Okay.
PowerPoint. Okay.
Okay.
And where is the video clip? Video clip.
Yes. For video, you run first, and then
Okay.
after that share.
Okay, let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Okay. Okay, I'm going to share my video clip. Maybe. Okay. Okay, I'm sharing.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to start it again.
Okay.
Can you hear?
Oh, but not running.
No running.
The video not run because
the audio, not running the audio.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Well, it's running on my side.
Saya aja, Pak.
It's
Dari
running
saya
on
aja
my
ya?
side.
We do it from the Dropbox file, yeah. Then you can talk in between. Okay. We share from here.
So are you saying, Dr. Hani, are you saying that you have my video and I'm going
from
to
the
play
Dropbox that you send?
Yeah. Okay, you got it. And so if you can,
This is-
please.
Yes, this is it.
Okay, thank you very much. This is it. Hello everyone. Good evening.
Gede suaranya.
Yeah.
Happy New Year to you all. I hope you started excellent start of the year of 2024. I am from Kyushu University Hospital, where I work as a patient safety officer, and I also work in a foundation in Tokyo called the Japan Council for Quality Healthcare, dubbed as JQ, which runs hospital accreditation like CARS.
Yes.
And I also work for the ministry as an advisor to the minister. And I worked with Dr. Johnny and Dr. Hani of CARS in ISQA board. And this week I stepped down from ISQA board after I completed 2 consecutive terms. So I was really honored and privileged to work with distinguished experts like Dr. Hani and Dr. Johnny of your country. And I also feel very honored to be a part of this valued session. On this occasion, I would like to focus on ensuring quality and safety in healthcare at domestic and international level approach. To begin with, let me touch on briefly on JQ. JQ was established in 1995 to initiate hospital accreditation in my country for the first time in my country. It was funded by all the stakeholders, including professional bodies, ministries, hospital associations, and even the public health insurance payers, because they share the same object, the same purpose and object, which is quality and safety improvement. But as I said, I have another workplace, which is a primary workplace, Kyushu University Hospital, dubbed as KUH. KUH is located in the city of Fukuoka, which is a gateway to Asia, such as Korean Peninsula and China. And it has more than 100 years of history. So I am proudly say that KUH is one of the oldest national university hospital in my country. And we have a branch hospital in the city of Beppu in Oita Prefecture. Beppu is renowned for beautiful and excellent spa and hot spring. So why don't you visit Japan by coming to both Fukuoka and Beppu? I welcome all of you on occasion you have a vacation. I'd like to speak of universal health coverage, dubbed as UHC. UHC is an agenda of United Nations to 2030. The definition is to ensure all people have access to the full range of quality health services they need, when and where they need them, without financial hardship. It covers the full continuum of essential health services, from health promotion to prevention, treatment, rehabilitation, and palliative care. So today I'd like to highlight some issues such as accessibility and quality care and affordability and all range of health services. When you think of implementing UHC in
Indra, suaranya bisa
in our
digedein nggak?
country, we need to consider some important elements such as costs that you need to cover, and type of care which is covered in UHC, and the population who are covered. And considering all three elements, we achieved UHC, but strongly backed by insurance system in 1961. So look, here you see 4 striking features on Japanese healthcare insurance system. Number 1, all the residents are insured in our system, and free access to any healthcare institutions is ensured. All types of healthcare, including advanced care, are provided with relatively low cost. Public fund is provided to the insurance system in need for financing, as it is one of the social fundamentals that stabilizes our society. That's our conviction. Well, so far I have described UHC, but delivering a certain amount of healthcare is one thing, but ensuring quality and the safety of those cares is another. Well, after establishing UHC backed by a robust insurance system, we have focused on quality and safety improvement. And for that reason, JQ was established in 1995 to carry out hospital accreditation. What do you see here is the project lineup: hospital accreditation, and for instance, uh, evidence-based medicine, medical information distribution project that produce clinical guideline, and national reporting and learning system of medical institutions, community pharmacies. And I am proudly say that last year we launched a new reporting and learning system of dental clinic. Uh, uh, it is still in a preliminary stage, but I will see a number of cases to be reported in the near future. And another project is Japan Obstetric Compensation System for brain damaged baby. I will talk about this compensation system later on in my talk. And a couple of years ago, we launched the National QI Quality Indicator Measurement Project. At this point, I'd like to emphasize that all the project includes patient representatives and families as a steering committee members for co-creation and co-production. Well, I'd like to present our national policy on patient safety in the next slide. But before moving on to the next slide, I'd like to give you some backdrop, which took place in the year of 2000 and around. What happened in the first case in Yokohama City University Hospital, which is prestigious hospital in my country, is that two patients were mixed up in operation theater and wrong organs, heart and lung, were operated. Very tragic. Well, so in response to the growing concern on patient safety in our society, in the year around 2000, Japanese government, particularly Ministry of Health, released Holistic Policy, National Policy on Patient Safety in 2002. The report, the policy includes four elements, four important elements which are assigned with certain types of missions. For instance, healthcare providers are required to install in-house reporting and learning system and required to go through hospital accreditation or external evaluation. And the governments are requested to launch National Incident Reporting and Learning System that currently JQ is running. So I'd like to highlight accreditation, external evaluation, and reporting and learning system in my talk. First, I will go with hospital accreditation. So everybody look, we have enormous number of hospitals, as many as 8,000. And I need to tell you that most of the hospital, as many as maybe 7,000, are small-sized and mid-sized hospital in my country. And JQ has accredited 2,000 hospitals, which is relatively large or very large hospitals, accounting for 24.8% of entire number of hospitals. And if this figure, 24.8%, is normalized to the number of beds, we have accredited 41% of Japanese beds. Komsni akreditasi rumah sakit Dabda's cars is one of the institutional members of ISCA. For that reason, I have an opportunity to work with experts from KARS. I learned about a little bit about Indonesian language. Sakit means sick or sickness, and rumah is house, and akreditasi is accreditation. Komisi is commission. So it means hospital accreditation commission, doesn't it? This slide tells you about what we think of hospital accreditation. What is the significance of accreditation? The answer is that accreditation is a tool to facilitate sustainable activity on quality and safety improvement by a hospital. Let's say when a hospital gets into accreditation process, it obtains a grasp of current state through self-evaluation, and they start accreditation process. And once it is accredited, it is not an ultimate goal. We encourage hospitals to reshape their goals toward the future, and they try to fulfill the goals in continuous manner. And we encourage hospital to leap for delivering further advanced quality of care aligned with their mission, vision, and value. We assess hospital with accreditation standard. It includes 4 areas. Area number 1 is related to patient-centered care. Number 2 and number 3 is on high quality of care, and number 4 is sort of administrative issues, particularly operation of hospital. And in area 1, surveyors try to confirm if institutional policy is established, and continuous exploration and necessary decision making is carried out for ensuring patient safety. In area 2 and 3, surveyors assesses safe and reliable care, particularly at the institutional level, cross-sectional level in area 2, and in departmental level in area 3. When you get into details of our structure of our standard, you will see focused area here, and the macro level items here, and the meso level items here, and surveyor's viewpoint and specific point for consideration. Those initial 3 are sort of mandatory, and these 2 are sort of a suggestion or reference. Well, this is a slide to describe our rating system. We rate all the meso-level items with S, A, B, and C. And if we rate C, it means it's an opportunity for improvement. So we urge hospitals to improvement as soon as possible. So everybody look, this is the evolution of our standard from the first generation through second generation to the third generation, which is the latest one. With the first generation, we developed only 2 sets of standard for general hospital. And with the second generation of standard, we first applied care process assessment, referring to many medical chart. And we first added items on patient safety to the standard. And we grow and we detailed the meso level and the micro level items as many as 162 and 532. At that time, frontline workers claimed of increasing burden in hospital accreditation process. So we made our decision of reducing the number of items to lessen the burden, and the number of items were further reduced to the third generation of our standard. With the standard, we developed multiple types of standard. That is that are applied to small-sized hospital, middle-sized hospital, and university hospital, rehabilitation, chronic care, and palliative care. And we added a small number of new items, but all those items were developed from the viewpoint of quality and safety. And we first applied a case tracing method that I will touch on later on to care process evaluation. And bilateral discussion is highly valued with third generation of standard. And midterm evaluation is initiated in the third year of valid term, which is 5 years. Well, we have been running third generation of standard, and during our work with third generation, we developed new standard, which is General Hospital 3. For some reason, I will talk about the reason later on in the next slide. It is a standard for institutions to provide highly advanced care like university hospital. Well, in the year of 2014 and 15, there were a lot of newspaper articles published on medical accident, deadly medical accident. These are two of them. It says the same surgeon is involved in all 8 deaths. 8 patients are dead due to laparoscopic surgery for pancreas and liver, poor or no internal review process prior to risky and novel surgery in university hospital. And the hospital was accredited by JQ, so JQ's accreditation was heavily criticized by the society. So that's the reason we developed a standard entitled General Hospital 3, targeting university hospital. Well, here you see all types of standard in place in our accreditation system. I would like to highlight General Hospital 3, targeting university hospital. So the question is, what is different about General Hospital 3 from other hospitals? The survey lasts for 3 days for General Hospital 3, while only 2 days for other accreditation, other surveys. And we visit the hospital, university hospital, in a team composed of 9 members. In comparison with 3 members or 6 members for other standard. 2 doctors, 2 nurses, 2 administrative surveyors, and 1 pharmacist, 1 patient safety surveyors who are normally physician, and 1 leader who is always physician. And new assessments, new viewpoint, in addition to conventional assessment, are launched, taking roles of General Hospital 3, University Hospital into consideration. Those are listed below. We add perspective of assessing routine state, in other words, state of normalcy. And we try to we try to carry out cross-sectional quality and safety improvement. We try to assess cross-sectional quality and safety improvement through ward assessment and the care process evaluation that I would like to touch on later on, and patient safety round and the medical chart review. And we focus on organizational governance. Governance is sort of one of the key words on General Hospital 3. Organizational operation and management to achieve mission through sharing vision, value, and code of conduct among staff are assessed through presentation by hospital on summary of mission, vision, value, history, role in community, in-house management, and we carry out interview of director, hospital director, and the senior officials. And we try to confirm systemic staff education according to education plan and implementation as well. And we also assess if patient-centered care is carried out. Patient-centered care has been a focus for long years, many years. But with General Hospital 3 standard, we try to see if voice of patient and families are corrected properly, and it is responded swiftly, and expanded the opportunity of interview and ward side visit, as I mentioned. So with this slide, I'd like to explain case tracing method, application of case tracing method when we carry out a care process evaluation. Surveyor traces patient with typical ailments, typical disease to which care is provided in the ward. And whole patient journey from referral to this hospital from another hospital through to follow-up is traced in reference to medical chart and summary record. Surveyor try to confirm a plan of care is created according to the mission and role of the department, and plan of patient safety and infection control is carried out. Timely production of records on discharge, such as medical chart and the summary of care. Those documents, those records should not be delayed in production. Staffing and leadership, team building in care delivery, compliance to protocol and manual in care delivery. And surveyors ask many questions at each step of a patient's journey, including questions on diagnosis, assessment, decision-making of care treatment policy at outpatient consultation step. Similarly, surveyor ask many questions until they assess follow-up. This is the timetable of site visit for General Hospital 3. As I said in previous slide, other standard lasts only for 2 days, but General Hospital 3 standard lasts for 3 days, including abrupt notice of patient wards to visit by surveyors without preceding notice. So this visit is carried out on day 2, mainly on day 2, in ad hoc manner. So that's the measures we introduced for assessing university hospitals in ad hoc manner. And then care process evaluation at the 2 different wards selected by hospital, and also 3 different wards selected by surveyors. And patient safety round take place at 2 or 3 wards. And on the final day, we try to assess the clinical governance or organizational governance by director and senior officials of the hospitals. And what we carry out is the long interview with the director and the senior officials. So in old days in my country, director of the hospital is sort of a puppet. And then if we ask questions to director or senior officials, they just transfer those questions to junior staff or administrative staff. That's the normalcy we observed in decades ago. But nowadays, hospital director has to be capable enough or qualified enough for operating the organization. So we assess the capability and competency of hospital director through the interview that take place on day 3. We believe that external evaluation hospital accreditation provides a lot of benefit, such as continuous improvement. But many medical professionals and institutions want financial benefits, and the Japanese government provides the benefits associated with accreditation, which will be shown in the next slide. Well, here you see a book in the middle of your slide, which is composed of 2,000 pages, very thick book. This is a book on price list of individual care or procedures carried out in our healthcare payment system. For instance, if patient is hospitalized, hospital gets money, and if patient undergo surgery, hospital gets money from healthcare insurance system. In that way, there are many items corresponding to individual care. And hospital accreditation is closely linked to very expensive items such as admissions fee items and alleviate care, infection control, emergency care, patient advocacy system. If hospital promote alleviate care, infection control, emergency care, etc., they will get reimbursed more. That's a system which promotes hospital accreditation in our healthcare system. Isn't this nice? It is, isn't it? I have talked about hospital accreditation as a powerful tool to ensure quality and safety improvement at institutional level and national level, but it is not a single tool, not only a tool. We have other tools such as reporting and learning system, so that I'm going to highlight in my talk. And in my country, there are 5 different reporting and learning systems in place, and 4 out of 5 are run by JQ, and I have been in charge of all 4. And the 5th one is investigation system of accidental death, run by different organization. I joined a steering committee and prevention committee of the investigation system. So in that sense, I have connection. I have a relation with all 5 reporting and learning system in my country. Well, come to think of reporting and learning system at global level, WHO has a great interest in spreading the system among member countries. So, in the year 2016, WHO held expert consultation meeting in Colombo, Sri Lanka, and many countries who are interested in introducing reporting and learning system joined the expert consultation meeting, and I made a presentation on our reporting and learning system in front of them. And as far as I remember, Thailand and Oman introduced reporting and learning system immediately after this consultation meeting. Well, I am happy to share with you an episode in that consultation meeting that I met Professor Helku Tano, who used to be a chairman of Medical Council of Indonesia in that meeting. And we rigorously talked about reporting and learning system and no further compensation system of birth injury. So he looked very interested in those systems. I haven't talked with him for a couple of years, so please say hello to Dr. Helku Tano if you have an opportunity to meet them.
Yes, of course.
This is a group
I know him. Yes.
Meeting. I'm in the middle because that meeting is paid by the Japanese government and the Sri Lankan government. And Dr. Helku Tano is here. We talked a lot about reporting and learning system. This is a slide just to give you overview of our reporting and learning system. We collect adverse event and the near-miss event from hospital and clinic, mainly hospital, through web-based reporting system composed of coding element and text element. If we need more data or more information, we visit hospital on voluntary basis. And we produce products such as annual report, quarterly report, monthly alert. We provide database and training opportunities to learn about root cause analysis. And what I'd like to emphasize again is that steering committee includes patient representative. And those products are open to the public on our website for enhancing transparency. I have been in charge of this reporting and learning system for nearly 2 decades. But initial couple of years, I thought this wouldn't be successful because hospital don't want to report adverse event malpractice cases to external body. But on the contrary, contrary to my prediction, I have successfully observed a steady rise in the number of adverse event reporting to JQ, together with the near-miss events, as many as 30,000 with the detailed description, and 1 million near-miss cases only with coding element, coding error. So we are getting a huge number of those events. So I'm really happy to say that our system seems to be very successful. As I said, I am working in university hospitals. National University Hospitals form alliance called Japan National University Hospital Alliance on Patient Safety, dubbed as JANUHA Patient Safety. We have Congress on annual basis. This is a group photo of our alliance in 2022. We are showing the poster of World Patient Safety Day of WHO. And I am a chairperson of a committee on public affairs and academic research. So the National University Hospitals have been very cooperative with JQ in reporting adverse event and near-miss event to our reporting and learning system. That's one of the reasons of our success. Well, I said that we publish annual report and quarterly report. This is a table of contents of the report. It includes outline of the system, including history, and we include numerical analysis, thematic analysis, as many as 200, and we also include recurrent themes, as many as 140, because even if you provide new themes, it will not prevent a similar event from happening again. I mean, it doesn't reduce to 0 incidents. So we are repeatedly and providing similar themes again and again. I am pretty sure that you are interested in the theme taken up in our thematic analysis. This is the list of themes of recent report. For instance, failure of double check and error in setting unit on infusion pump, wrong patient care, and the failed censoring system to detect patient movement for preventing patient falls, and event related to COVID-19 infection, medication error related to chemotherapy for outpatient, pressure ulcer developed by medical devices, etc., etc. So when you look into our quarterly report, you will find very interesting cases that take place not only in other medical institutions but in your organization. Okay, we publish monthly alert shown here. It is composed of only 2 pages for better understanding. It includes the logo here, title here, key statement here, and what is unique and what is popular about this monthly alert is the inclusion of cartoon or pictorial diagrams to describe key statement. And on page 2, we include case presentation, 1 or 2 case presentation followed by preventive measure improvement measure reported by hospital. And we occasionally put comments from experts in our committee. Well, this slide is to describe another unique products that we provide through our reporting and learning system, which is database. You, you can browse, you can identify and browse adverse event and near miss event reported to our system. There is a site to search the case of your interest by choosing adverse event or near miss event or both. Choose types of events, input keywords such as dialysis, and you click the button for search, and 1,600 cases are matched, and you can browse individual cases. You can even download those cases of interest onto your computer instantly, and you can use it for research use, for practical use. So it is this database is really helpful. So our database is highlighted not only by medical professionals and researchers, but also by manufacturers, because their products are heavily involved in incident, adverse event, or near miss event, or both. So if that is the case, manufacturer of medication issues an alerting document. This alerting document says that the events of drug mix-up due to phonetic similarity have been reported to JQ's system. So manufacturers have submitted a request that Ceniran is a trademark name, brand name, is removed from the market to be replaced with the generic name bromazepam for radical measure for prevention. So we Japanese medical professionals find it difficult to distinguish Ceniran from Celsyn phonetically. It sounds very similar to us. So so the company removed the brand name from the market for patient safety reasons. This is what is happening in my country. So I think you agree with the idea that look like and sound like drug combination is an old theme, old topics, old interest, but it is also a latest topic. Last year end, WHO published a report entitled "Medication Safety for Look-alike and Sound-alike Medicines." It is called LASA, and they proposed 4 actions for prevention. Number 1, actions on medicines as products. Actions by patient, family, and caregivers. Actions by health and care workers. Actions by healthcare facilities, institutions, and countries. I think the removal of brand name from the market may be included in the action number 1 on medicines as products. But I'd like to highlight that in order to address this issue, the cooperation by manufacturers is essential. Well, I said in previous slide that you can use our database for research use. And we have researchers on AI, artificial intelligence, who came from Hong Kong. Dr. Won Sui, she developed a chatbot which has artificial intelligence inside, and with our database, particularly medication safety. And how this chatbot works is shown here. There is a box here. I put incident case on medication safety that I was involved here in this box, and AI start to analyze the text word by word, and AI annotate. In other words, AI label each word as meaning with meaning And if meaning is correct, you just leave this box as it is. But if meaning is wrong, you click X if annotation failed. And finally, you click this link, and AI will tell you, chatbot will tell you about the relevant information or material for preventing the incident that you were involved in, particularly medication safety incident. And here you see I put incident related to overdose medication, and AI gives me a relevant material, which is incidentally JQ's monthly alert related to overdose medication. This is how chatbot works. So we are really proactively working with researchers who measuring AI application for analyzing incident case. We all agree that ensuring transparency is important. We periodically hold press conference whenever we publish quarterly report and annual report, and some conferences were broadcasted on Japanese TV news or other media. We continue to hold a press conference for transparency. In 2021, WHO approved a 10-year program for patient safety promotion in 2021 on occasion of WHO Assembly. The title of the report is Global Patient Safety Action Plan Framework for Action. And it includes seven strategic objectives, and each objective has 5 different actions, concrete actions. So 7 times 5 equals to 35 actions. Concrete actions are described in the report. When you carefully get into the 7x5 matrix, you will find item 6.1 corresponding to patient safety incident reporting and the learning system. As I said in previous slide related to the production of WHO report on reporting and learning system, WHO has been interested in spreading reporting and learning system among member countries. For instance, in 2021, I was invited to the training course on reporting and learning system held by WHO regional office and the government of Maldives and the hospital in Maldives. I shared our experience and knowledge with them, and I hope they will launch national reporting and learning system in the near future. That's one of the example. Maybe with this 10-year program, WHO will reinforce the spreading activity of reporting and learning system among member countries. I'm really happy to cooperate with WHO for that purpose. Well, okay, I'm going to move on to the next topic, which is also reporting and learning system, but it's the system to provide no-fault compensation system for brain damaged case. It is called cerebral palsy. Well, we launched the no-fault compensation in 2009, but before describing our system, I will give you some backdrop. Similarly, I did in the last topic, and nearly 20 years ago, our society suffered a shortage of obstetricians because of long working hours, burnout, and particularly rising lawsuit case particularly related to the cerebral palsy. And we suffered low birth rate then, and we are still suffering the same issue. The study committee was temporarily installed in leading political party, and it published framework, so-called framework of no-fault compensation system. In the first part, the report states that it is normally difficult to figure out whether the delivery procedure is negligent or not, and cerebral palsy is frequently disputed in the court. The frequent dispute, conflict, is one of the reasons for the current shortage of obstetricians. Well, the framework document continues. In order to secure safe and trustworthy perinatal care, which benefit not only obstetricians but guardians, item number 1 to 3 should be put into effect in expeditious manner. Number 1, the new system compensates patients who developed disability, possibly due to obstetric adverse events. Number 2, it brings conflict to settlement as early as possible, out of court. Number 3, establishes a mechanism that improves quality and safety in perinatal care by investigating causes of cerebral palsy. So in 2009, yes, before establishing the system, the leading political party, Physicians Party, and the government visited JQ, and JQ was asked by them to design the system and launch the system and operate the system. So in 2009, we launched the system, including 2 elements according to the framework, which are no-fault compensation system and investigation prevention system. And I said no-fault compensation because we pay money regardless of negligence. We do not discuss if the case is negligent or not. And we work for investigation and prevention with families representatives. We collect data and information as much as possible, including families' voices, and we produce investigative report. And what is important is that the report is delivered not only to experts in childbirth facility, but also to families, so that family would know about the reality of delivery, what happened during delivery. And the families are satisfied, mostly satisfied with the report. Well, JQ is running the system with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different committees, and most of the committees includes patient representatives, actually family representatives, and only 2 committees dealing with highly technical issue lacks family representatives because they are very technical. JQ launched the system in very expeditious manner, so there is no legislation to endorse the system. So I would say this system is voluntary system. However, in close cooperation with the government and professional and scientific bodies, we have achieved excellent high participation rate so far. 99.9% of hospital and clinic, leaving only 3 clinics, and 100% of birth center, which is run by midwives. And we provide monetary compensation, which is this amount, in 2 different ways, such as lump sum payment, in other words, one-time cash, and annual installments, a small amount that continues for 20 years. And so this amount of money is quite enough for living for 20 years. You may want to ask me, what happens after 20 years? After 20 years, the Japanese government provides pension to disabled person in our social security system. I am a healthy person and I'm working in my workplace, so my pension will come at the age of 65 or maybe 70. But for disabled persons, pension begins at the age of 20. So this is a very technical slide, which is the eligibility criteria. But in a nutshell, we compensate a part of cerebral palsy patient. Let's say this outer circle is the population of cerebral palsy. We exclude white part, this part, and this part. We exclude cerebral palsy with mild symptoms, mild severity. We only compensate severe case, like wheelchair, and we exclude cerebral palsy caused by congenital cause such as genetic abnormality, chromosomal abnormality, and another reason is such a meningitis which apparently takes place after birth, because those cerebral palsies has nothing to do with physician's procedure or midwife's procedure. It's caused by abnormality in genes or meningitis that apparently took place after birth. Those have nothing to do with physician's procedure. Those cases are excluded, but others are compensated. Well, this is the table of statistics of eligible case. We begin with 419 case, and we successfully observed a steady decrease in the number of approved case. And here you see in 2015 there is a small notch. This increase in the number of eligible case is brought by the expansion of eligibility criteria that was allowed, that the JQ was allowed to implement, because this system has been so successful. So our society favors this system. So they allows us JQ to expand the system. And we have published more than 3,000 investigative reports so far. We put all those reports on collective analysis to produce prevention report on annual basis. The prevention report is circulated in academic society and professional society, in conference or congress, in many occasions. So they all know about our prevention report. And a couple of years ago, we conducted a comparison study, making use of pool of reports, bunch of reports of year of 2009 and 14, and we find we can compare 1 year with different year, because our report is very standardized. So we can compare one with another. And what we found is that comment for improvement, urging comment for improvement on fetal heart rate monitoring is less often. Excess administration of uterine contracting agent like oxytocin is less often. And mechanical ventilation within 1 minute after birth is more often. So we conclude that we have been improving quality of care during delivery. And many of you are interested in a lawsuit trajectory related to obstetrics gynecology. And bar corresponds to lawsuit statistics of entire medical specialties, and the line corresponds to OBGY. And here you see the rapid decline in the number of lawsuits related to obstetrics and gynecology. And obstetricians, and not only obstetricians, but families, societies, and court, and JQ, and the government, all are happy with the decline. And during the time when I was operating the no-fault compensation system, I happened to notice that similar concern was growing in other countries, such as Malaysia. In 2019, I was invited by academic body of Malaysia on OBGY to deliver our lecture on our non-fault compensation system. And in a couple of later, I was invited again by the society to deliver similar brief lecture on the system at minister's office in the Ministry of Health. Dr. Datuk Seri Dr. Zulkifli used to be the health minister of Malaysia, and I briefed him with our system. And what happened after that is that the Deputy Administrative Director of the Ministry of Health instructed the academic society to design and conduct preparatory work on launching similar system that works in local setting in Malaysia. And the academic society have already published scientific paper including the design of the system. But after that, the political confusion still continues. So I hope the similar system will launch in Malaysia soon. Another country is the United Kingdom. This is a newspaper article published by The Times. The headline reads out that National Health Service whistleblowers on poor quality in childbirth still face consequences. So this issue is still going on. It's not addressed at all. Here you see patient's family carrying report, same report. It is a report compiled by midwife whose name is Donna Ockenden. So the report is called Donna Ockenden report. The report describes the investigation by Donna Ockenden, which covered 1,600 cases, which took place for 20 years. And the report identified 201 deaths where concerns over care found. This is very sensitive expression. Maybe significant number of deaths among 201 were caused by dubious procedure during childbirth. So this issue was highlighted not only in a newspaper but also in UK Parliament. Right Honourable Mr. Jeremy Hunt, who is former Minister of Health, former Secretary for Health in UK, launched an ad hoc committee. It is called Select Committee on Litigation Reform and Safety Improvement on Delivery in UK Parliament. And I was invited to describe our compensation system together with the international expert from Sweden, New Zealand, and the United States. And Mr. Jeremy Hunt took a position of Chancellor of Exchequer, which is a position we called Finance Minister in my country, and he is still in the position together with Prime Minister Rishi Sunak. And he has a great interest in safety in childbirth care and patient safety as well. So he published a report of his select committee that includes our data. And he also personally published a book on patient safety entitled Zero, which means Zero Avoidable Harm. The book touched on keywords such as no-fault approach, Japan, Professor Shinichiro Kyushu University Hospital. So as you see here, I have been working with my British colleagues on many occasions. Last year, I worked with colleagues of Institute of Health Innovation of Imperial College London. At the year end, in December, the institution launched a new report on patient safety entitled Global State of Patient Safety 2023. Well, it includes comparison of individual countries' activity for patient safety promotion among 38 member countries of OECD, and it also includes 9 case studies from 5 from UK, 2 from US, 1 from New Zealand and Japan. The case study from Japan is no fault compensation system that I provided. Others, for example, involving patient in patient safety investigation from the UK, restoration and healing from harm from New Zealand, etc., etc. If you look into this report on the web by searching the name of the report, Global State of Patient Safety 2023, you will see my interview video on the web. Probably because I contributed to patient safety promotion by Imperial College London, I was invited to London to join a reception to launch the report in December. This is an invitation letter from Professor Lord Ala-Dalsey, who is a professor of Imperial College of London on surgery, and so I visited London. Here you see the picture of the UK Parliament, as you all know very well, and this building is the place I visited. Maybe this part is dedicated to House of Lords, in which this reception was held, and this place on your right is for House of Commons, where I joined Select Committee virtually. Well, this is a picture of the reception. I joined it together with Dr. Neelam Dringla from WHO. And here you see Mr. Jeremy Hunt, and she is Victoria Atkins, who is current incumbent Secretary for Health of UK, and he's Professor Lord Ala-Dalsey of Denham of Imperial College London. And here you see again Mr. Jeremy Hunt and Neelam Dringla from the WHO. In that venue, I met this lady. Her name is Milope Mills. I identified her instantly, and I knew who she is instantly because during a last couple of years, I have been following international media, and I learned that she, Martha Mills, at the age of 13, unfortunately passed away due to delayed diagnosis of sepsis in King's College hospitals. And Milope Mills is a mother of Martha Mills, and she is a journalist of the prestigious newspaper of United Kingdom, The Guardian. So she worked intensively for establishing a legalized second opinion system for patient and family in inpatient ward in admission. So now, if patient and family calls for second opinion when they are hospitalized, the ward staff has to refer them to appropriate physicians for second opinion consultation. That's what is happening in the UK. I learned about the stories from newspaper articles. So I instantly identified Milope Mills, and I talked with her for a while. And on the same day of the reception, in the morning, I was invited by the Minister of Health. It is called His Majesty's Treasury, which is a Ministry of Finance. Finance Ministry, to deliver a brief lecture on no fault compensation system. So I first visited Buckingham Palace, and I walked through St. James Park, and I arrived at His Majesty's Treasury. and I delivered the lecture on our system because Minister of Finance in UK is really interested in the system because they are led by the minister, Mr. Jeremy Hunt, and not only for that reason but also for the reason that if they launch a similar system, they need a lot of money. So this meeting was joined by two legal experts from Oxford universities. She's Sonia McLeod, lead expert of legal department of Oxford University, and she has been a very good friend of mine since we met in select committee of the House of Commons on litigation reform and perinatal care safety. Okay, I would like to touch on very briefly on Ministerial Summit series on patient safety. Well, this is a slide I copied from WHO presentation. WHO divide past 20 years or 30 years into 4 periods, such as foundation, rejuvenation, watershed, and vision. Vision includes future years. And obviously, you see the first ministerial summit meeting, which was held in London, which was held by Mr. Jeremy Hunt, who was the health minister in 2016. And it was successfully succeeded by German government in 2017. And what I am proudly say is that third summit was held in Tokyo, hosted by the Japanese government together with JQ. And I have been a steering committee member of Ministerial Summit series since 2018. And in 2019, it was held in Jeddah of Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. And the World Patient Safety Day was launched in 2019, and the resolution of Global Action on Patient Safety that suggested that 10-year program should be developed. It was approved in 2019 on occasion of WHO Assembly. And we are now in the period of vision. Last year, 5th Ministerial Summit was held in Montreux, Switzerland. And the 10-year plan was launched in 2021. And WHO flagship initiative was also launched to realize the 10-year plan. Again, the history of a Ministerial Summit series with photograph. First, held in London by Mr. Jeremy Hunt. In the next year, it was held in Bonn, Germany. And in 2018, it came to Tokyo, and it was joined by President of Switzerland, Mr. Alain Berset. And it went to Saudi Arabia in 2019, joined by Mr. Jeremy Hunt, who was then a foreign minister. And then last year, it was held in Switzerland, and President Alain Berset delivered a welcome speech. And Dr. Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus, Director General of WHO, joined the summit meetings of all the summit meetings to deliver keynote address. In the third summit, I deliver a brief lecture in night session on reporting and learning system and no-fault compensation system, chaired by the president of JQ and Dr. Anuvat Spachutikul, who was the CEO of accreditation body in Thailand. So this is a picture of a Montreux summit last year. I delivered a lecture on response to COVID-19 pandemic in my country. And President Alain Berset is here. Dr. Tedros from WHO is shown here. And he's Professor Didier Lopite, who is an expert on infection control and prevention of Geneva University Hospital. And she is Neelam Dwingler from WHO, and he is Soliam Donaldson, WHO envoy on patient safety from United Kingdom. I have been working together with those experts and lawmakers. Here again, the picture when I greet President Alan Belser, Dr. Tedros, and Professor Charles Vincent, who published a number of textbooks on patient safety, and a group of UK and a group of Switzerland, Professor Anthony Staines, Professor Didier Pitte, both experts on quality and safety improvement, and he's Dr. Ezequiel Garodio. He is incumbent ISQA president. I have been working with him, and I enjoyed participating in the summit and delivering my lecture. I said I delivered a lecture on response to COVID-19 pandemic. Particularly, I focused on our bitter experience on the response. What happened in my country is that there was a serious conflict between rapid approval of new drugs and ensuring scientific evidence. So there was no drug designated for COVID-19 treatment. So we observed rapidly growing anxiety and concern on the development of new drugs in our society. So the society pressured government or medical professionals or manufacturers to develop and approve the drug. But the scientific society strongly opposed to the view because scientific society values to ensure scientific evidence. So there was a significant conflict between those sides. So I described our failure or our bitter experience in the summit, and I include in my slide deck a photo shown here. He's Dr. Anthony Fauci, who worked for the President Biden and President Trump as an advisor to the President. He used to be director of NIH, infectious disease and immunological diseases, and he is Dr. Ashish Jha of Brown University, who works as a coordinator of COVID-19 response in White House temporarily. I had a communication with Dr. Fauci, and I have been working with Dr. Ashish Jha, and they in the final remark delivered by Dr. Fauci states that he stated that the expert who works on developing evidence should speak up more for evidence-based development of new drugs. This is a newspaper article issued by New York Times to report the dissolution of the COVID-19 response team in White House because the response is over. So Ashish Jha came back to Brown University, and Anthony Fauci retired from NIH. And I shared my presentation slide with Dr. Anthony Fauci, and he thanked me. The Ministerial Summit series will go to Chile, Santiago, Chile, in coming April. The website for the summit meeting in Chile has been already launched on the website. So I welcome all of you to participate in the summit physically and virtually. So please visit the website. This is the website. Okay, last but not least, I'd like to share some takeaways with you. Japan is running USC, endorsed by robust healthcare insurance system. Quality and safety assurance have been a focus since the launch of the USP in my country. Japan underwent a desperate medical accident in late 1990s, which highlighted external evaluation, hospital accreditation, and a reporting and learning system at all levels. Equivalent systems were built step by step, such as systems for community pharmacy, reporting and learning system for community pharmacy, and perinatal care safety system, which is known for the compensation system that deserves distribution on global basis. I picked up some examples for distribution that took place in Malaysia and the United Kingdom. And we are keen, JQ is keen to work in close cooperation with the government, global community on patient safety through WHO, ISCA, Ministerial Summit on Patient Safety, etc., etc. So thank you very much for listening to my talk, which lasted for 70 minutes. Thank you for your patience, and I'm happy to take questions from you because I think there are something unclear to you. So I'm happy to take questions or clarifications or any interventions. Thank you very much. Thank you all.
Thank you, Professor Shin, for your super presentation. So you're not only tolong itu ada yang bocor. You are not only national leader, but you are international leader. International leader, yes. Maybe. Now, there is some questions here. From Mr. Saptaji, in Japan, how long does it take to create the apa, Kang Joni, the budaya mutu tuh the
quality culture.
Quality culture.
Mungkin
Quality
boleh
culture
tanya
and healthcare.
Dr. Niko mungkin bisa jadi penghubung cerita ini. Beliau paham betul masalah quality culture ini, safety culture and quality culture. Yes. Dr. Niko
the question is about quality culture. I think the question is to in a hospital, not nationwide, but in a hospital, how long does it take in Japan to build a good quality culture?
Well, yes, thank you very much for your questions. And well, if you ask me if quality culture is embedded in our society, I would say yes or no, because I think we are still in the middle of growing culture on safety and quality. But originally, Japanese people likes to produce things in a very elaborated manner, very careful manner. So we nation who likes quality work. But come to think of quality and safety in healthcare, we have been ignorant of quality and safety until I would say late 1990. Okay. And in 1995, JQ was established. And 2004, reporting and learning system was established. But in initial couple of years, those activities such as hospital accreditation, reporting and learning system was moving forward very slowly. But what was good to give momentum to promote quality and safety was that our society is highly centralized. It's been highly centralized since 19th century. So once the government issues order or instruction, we follow that. It doesn't directly related to culture, growing culture, but those government is really effective in changing the society in instant manner. So with those elements, beneficial elements, highly centralized society, our preference of producing things very carefully, and JQ launched the hospital accreditation reporting learning system. With all those events, we were successful in growing safety and quality culture, but I would say we are still in the middle of growing the culture. And the new professionals are coming in every year in healthcare societies. So we need to educate them to be familiar with safety and quality culture. So it's sort of a endless journey toward the ultimate goal of high quality care. Thank you very much for your question.
Thank you.
Thank you. So, dear listeners, teman-teman sekalian, kalau ada pertanyaan silahkan raise your hand, ya, di reaction, raise your hands to make questions. I want to maybe I want to ask before somebody else will ask to Professor Shin Ushiro. Professor Shin, JQ
Yes.
and CARS is the same age. It's built in 1995, but I see JQ has made such a big influence to the MOH. How could you? How could it come that the government pay for medical legislation? Some say what you say the no, what you call no fault, no fault medical legislation. The government pay, yeah, for the legislation. What was that? Or I misunderstood.
Okay. You are asking about no-fault compensation system, and we
Yes,
provide
yes,
and we provide monetary compensation. It's a money. So the question is where money comes from, right?
Yes.
Okay. And yes, we get money from childbirth facilities. When baby is born, we get some money from childbirth facilities. It means that financial burden is imposed on childbirth facilities, but obstetricians in childbirth facilities do not want to pay money, so they get money. Childbirth facility get money from pregnant women and husband families. So the childbirth fee was raised as much as the money JQ get. But so the financial burden was imposed on family, but the government, there was a social security system in which families get money when baby is born from a public insurance system. So the government instructed public insurance payer to give more money to families to pay more expensive childbirth fee, which goes to JQ as an insurance premiums. So the financial burden is at the end imposed on public healthcare insurance system. So that's how it works financially. Yeah.
So it's not the government who pay, but it's from GQ, from collecting money from the patients, yeah.
For patient and ultimately we collect money from insurance system.
Insurance system.
Healthcare insurance system. So yeah.
And you said in your slide that it's paid until 60 years, monthly or yearly, if cerebral palsy, something like that.
Yes, we compensate cerebral palsy.
Once only, or
I'm sorry. Okay. We compensate for 20 years.
20 years, yeah.
Yes,
every year or every month?
No.
Every month.
Well. Let me say. No. Once a year.
Once a year.
Yes, once a year.
Years,
for 20 years. Yes.
For 20 years. Only the cerebral palsy, and anything else?
Yeah, good question. And yeah, some expert claims that we should compensate maternal death But and there are maybe 30 to 40 maternal deaths on annual basis in my country. We have half population compared to Indonesia, and we have 30 to 40 maternal deaths on annual basis in my country. But the discussion is still preliminary. So we have just compensate cerebral palsy. But what you said is a good topic, good agenda on discussion.
Yes, thank you. So
Thank you.
maybe we will have a more detailed question about this. And do the MOH give some fund also to JQ? No.
Yes. Yes. Particularly in the initial 5 years to 10 years, the government subsidized JQ for hospital accreditation. But we get enough money from hospitals for accreditation. So we stopped getting subsidiary money from the government more than 10 years ago. So we are sort of financially independent.
Oh, yes,
Yes.
thank you. So
Okay.
teman-teman, JQ itu independent body ya, jadi sama seperti KARS. There's some questions from Mr. Kusnadi Jaya. The most challenge in building quality culture is to transform personal culture into organizational culture. So what internal driven is every personal that contribute to be a determinant of quality culture? Does a spiritual value be a part of this?
Okay, thank you very much. And well, I would say again that we are still in the middle of establishing institutional culture. But hospital accreditation has been very powerful and effective in growing institutional culture because surveyors assesses many items in our standard which is related to culture at institutional level. And culture at personal level is quite important. It is achieved by education, individual education, but institutional culture is not easy to cultivate. Is not easy to achieve. But in our standard of hospital accreditation, there are many items. So a hospital wants to be accredited because they have accreditation. JQ's accreditation is related to financial incentives. So hospitals are driven by accreditation and financial incentives to grow culture at institutional level. So yeah, that's the strategy we have taken to achieve the goal on institutional culture.
Thank you. Is
thank you
JQ also a accreditation body?
JQ, yes. So we provide accreditation and no photo compensation and reporting and learning system. Many projects are in JQ.
Is it solitaire, the only one accreditation body, or many?
Exactly. And I acknowledge that there is ISO, International Standard Organization, and Joint Commission International as well in my country. But the market share of accreditation is dominated by JQ's accreditation. So I would say JQ is only one. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Just
I
like
know
us before.
I know you have 6 accreditation bodies in your country, right?
Now,
okay.
yeah.
No, okay.
And is accreditation compulsory in Japan?
Well, yes, compulsory. If you wish to get some incentives from healthcare insurance system, but in general, it's a voluntary system. Yeah.
Yes.
Just like us, yeah. Just like
that's why only
untuk
20
US.
Only 24% of hospital were accredited.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, there's another question from this occultist. Occultist ya, Dr. Mata. Dr. Lina Julianti, our very senior surveyor. Prof. Usiro, I really appreciate your great presentation, which is extraordinary and very detailed. My
Thank you.
question is, are all hospital mandatory to cut the? Oh, you have answered it already, yeah. If is all hospital mandatory, it's only if they want to get insurance, work with insurance company, just like us. Before with cars, every hospital who wants to join the universal coverage must have an accreditation of cars. Now it's they must be accredited from 106. And is it the only one accreditation organization? Oh, yeah. It's already
Okay, good
already
question.
answered. Dr. Lina, we have the same question. Very good. Is there any maybe Dr. Lina, you can raise your hand.
Well,
Jadi teman-teman sekalian, I translate a little bit into Indonesian ya, Prof.
okay.
JQ itu badan akreditasi satu-satunya yang dari Jepang, bekerja sama. Dia kompetisinya adalah dengan GCI dan ISO. Ya, jadi untuk Jepang hanya satu-satunya. Dan dia bisa membayar kompensasi untuk kasus-kasus tertentu, terutama di bagian objin, karena di bagian objin sangat banyak sekali tuntutan. Dananya datang dari pasien-pasien yang sebenarnya dapat dari asuransi. Jadi dibayarkan kepada setiap persalinan memberikan bagian kepada JQ dan bisa digunakan untuk membayar litigasi untuk pasien brain damage karena Bell's palsy, karena cerebral palsy. Pada kasus-kasus tertentu bisa dibayar sampai 20 tahun dari JQ, dan itu luar biasa sekali ya, badan organisasi. So Prof. Sin Usiro,
Yes.
so you're not only working on accreditation, but it's already political, health political jobs. Yeah, it's
Yes.
very
Based on
Well,
patient safety, but based on patient safety, yeah.
Yep, Dr. Johnny.
Yeah, Dr. Johnny.
He's still based in patient safety and patient-centered care, yes.
Ya.
Dia Prof. Usin ini kan memang bergerak ke undang-undang dan
Patient
sebagainya,
safety,
tapi
ya.
pastinya pasien safety kan, ya.
Ya, jadi you are just the same, just like Dr. Nico. Dr. Nico is the one who first announced patient safety in Indonesia. He's the father of patient safety.
Promote patient safety.
Promote. Yeah, we have the Jakarta Charter, yeah.
Movement, yeah, patient safety movement here. Yes, promoted by Dr. Nico. Yes, since 2005. Yes, Dr. Nico.
Ya, itu ada yang recent tuh.
Ya, oke. Silakan di bawah yang recent.
Selamat malam, dokter.
Ya, selamat malam.
Ini saya pakai bahasa Inggris atau bahasa Indonesia, dok?
Oh, bahasa Inggris boleh lah, coba-ba. Biar nanti
Tapi
jadi
dikit-dikit ya,
internasional.
dok, misalnya, dok.
Ya, nggak apa-apa. Ini tolong ininya di spotlight.
Siapa tuh yang mau ngomong namanya?
Boleh kalau dimatiin kameranya gimana, dok?
Soalnya
Soalnya
takut. Ya, oke, nggak apa-apa. Ya, silakan ya.
Prof. Sin Ushiro.
Yes.
My name is Vika. How to grow a culture of patient safety in hospitals?
Yes.
That's all. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a very questions. I said I work in a hospital as a chief patient safety officer. So my work, most of my work is dedicated to growing patient safety culture in my hospital. So we are running reporting and learning system at the institutional level in my hospital, and we provide education course. It is a web-based education course on patient safety in my hospital, and we carry out patient safety rounding to see if the rules is followed in the ward, or safety equipment is in place in the ward. And we interview staff in the ward to see if they are familiar with the rules or agreement at institutional levels. So we are conducting many programs related to patient safety and quality improvement in my hospitals on daily basis. And we measure quality indicator related to safety and quality, and we published it on monthly basis in patient safety committee in my hospital, and we try to improve the measurement. So with those individual projects, we are trying to improve safety culture on daily basis. That's what we are doing. It's sort of an endless journey.
Yes, it's very good.
Yeah.
Is you satisfied with the answer, Vika?
Did I answer your question?
Ya dok, saya nggak paham dengan bahasa Inggrisnya dok. Bisa
Oh, ya.
ditranslate.
Oke.
English.
Mungkin Pak Niko bisa ini
Itu
kan sedikit.
berikutnya aja Pak Resdi tuh, Pak Resdi.
Ya, Pak Resdi aja. Ya,
Duluan,
oke.
duluan.
The next Dr. Resdi, please.
Okay.
Budaya is culture, so it's the culture of Resdi.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Hani. Prof. Shin Ushiro, can you hear my voice?
Yes.
Yes.
Loud and
thank you.
clear.
Yeah.
Very good.
Good evening, Professor Shin Ushiro from Japan, right?
Right. Thank you very much.
Genki desu ka, oyasumi.
Genki desu.
Okay.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
Yeah. My name Resdi Budaya. I am a nurse. I work at General Hospital and Yunus Hospital in Bengkulu City, Indonesia. I have some views about ensuring quality and safety in healthcare, and I have some question, and I want to hear your experience about it. The first, in ensuring quality and safety in healthcare is paramount, with hospital accreditation serving as a vital framework to uphold this standard. In accreditation, the accreditation process, however, present challenges such as cost constraint and complex procedure. Striking a balance between meeting accreditation requirement and managing limited resource is crucial for hospital. The question is, how can hospital optimize their resource? How can hospital optimize their resources to navigate the cost challenges of accreditation? Because striking a balance between meeting accreditation requirement, they have some problem with some costs. Yeah. And second question is, in what way can the accreditation process be simplified to enhance efficiency in accreditation? Thank you, Professor Shin Ushiro Oyasumi.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Your first question is on the balancing of investment and cost effectiveness, or when we go through accreditation. And basically, the JQ do not like to urge hospitals to invest a lot of money on improving equipment or resources when hospital go through accreditation. In other words, in short, we do not ask for huge investment. For instance, if a hospital purchase excellent medical devices, it might be safer. However, JQ do not request hospital to purchase that expensive device. JQ requests the hospitals that they try to devise some measures, some manual measures, not the device, but the manual measures to ensure the same safety levels. So JQ's accreditation is trying to keep the front line of medicine as less expensive as possible. That's the policy of JQ's accreditation operation. And what is the second question? I'm trying to remember your second question. So could you give me your second question again? I'm sorry, I might have missed it.
Yes. In what ways can the accreditation process be simplified to enhance efficiency?
Simplified.
Okay, simplified. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a good question. I presented the evolution of our accreditation standard from generation 1, 2, and now we are in the period of generation 3. And in generation 2, we developed a massive number of meso-level items, which as many as hundreds. But the frontline workers complained of heavy burden on accreditation. In our office, there are many staffs, and they are in cooperation with frontline workers to see if how many accreditation items are appropriate for busy healthcare workers. So we are really keen to what is happening on the front line. So we keep close communication with frontline workers on daily basis, and that's one of the strategy to narrow down the number of accreditation items so that our accreditation would be effective and efficient as possible as we can. And another thing is that yes, similarly, we collect the voices from our customers, accreditation hospitals, in continuous fashion. So if their complaint or claim is targeted to specific things, we try to improve it as fast as we can. So that's another approach to make our accreditation as efficient and effective as possible. Yes, as far as I remember, I come up with those strategies that makes our accreditation effective and efficient. So I hope I answered your question. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you. Clear answer. And I want to say gokaito arigatou gozaimasu.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
Ya, luar biasa Pak Resdi. Luar biasa sekali. Terima kasih. Ayo ada teman-teman yang mulai, ya nggak apa-apa. Kita mulai belajar ya untuk menyimak dalam bahasa Inggris berapa persen yang bisa ditangkap. Jadi kita mudah-mudahan dengan banyak berlatih kita bisa makin menguasai bahasa asing. Tolong teman-teman sekalian disimak. Jumat depan ada pembicara Ibu Catherine Kensington dari Oxford Hospital di Inggris ya. Ini bahasa Inggrisnya ya bahasa Inggris. Kebetulan nanti bahasa Inggris ini luar biasa. Prof. Sin Usiro, you are very enormous. He is one of our best friend and board member with Dr. Johnny, and we really we are losing your presence. And we just remember Prof. Sin Usiro for if you saw somebody applauding us in Brisbane during during our Visqua inauguration. That's Prof. Sin Usiro. Maybe people, friends who are coming to Brisbane remember Prof. Sin Usiro.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's very late already, especially to Prof. Sin Usiro, because the time in Tokyo in Kyushu is maybe the same in Papua. Yeah, 2 hours from Jakarta.
Exactly.
Okay.
11:30.
11:30. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Prof. Sin Usiro, for your kindness. Maybe next time we will arrange for another speech if you don't mind, because you are a very busy person and very important person. And we thank you very much for your English is super very good.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Dr. Hani.
Yes.
Dr. Hani.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
I know that one of the participants asked me about the legalized second opinion system in the United Kingdom.
Yes.
Yes. So I have my email address and I have a SNS account, so I can communicate with participant anytime. So if your participant needs my email address, please share my email address with your friends.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
We will share your presentations also to everybody. And your email address is there. So Dr. Prof. Sin Usiro is open for anybody who wants to contact through email.
Sure.
I think thank you very much for your kindness to share your super knowledge. And ini satu pertanyaan Kusnadi Jaya. Ada apa nih tadi? And maybe we will close the presentation because Prof. Sin Usiro, it's very late already there. Please, Dr. Sutoto, maybe you can have some closing statements.
Thank you, Dr. Hani. As we come to the close of the enlightening webinar, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to Professor Sin Usiro for the excellent presentation, and to each and every one of you for your participation to today's webinar. It has been a profound journey exploring the vital themes of quality and safety in healthcare, guided by the insight and the expertise shared by our esteemed speaker, Professor Sin Usiro, and the enriching discussion that followed. The depth of knowledge and experiences shared by Prof. Sin have not only broadened our understanding, but also highlighted the importance of continuous improvement and collaboration in the health sector. The international and domestic approaches discussed today provide us with a comprehensive perspective on how we can collectively strive to enhance the patient care and safety standard. I would like to extend a special thank you to Professor Sinusiro for your invaluable contribution and for sharing your expertise with us. Your perspective has added a significant dimension to our understanding of healthcare quality and safety on global scale. As we conclude this webinar, let us carry forward the insight and knowledge gained today into our respective role and responsibilities. The journey toward excellence in healthcare is ongoing, and each step we take in crucial for the betterment of patient care worldwide. Let us continue to collaborate, share knowledge, and implement best practices to ensure the highest standard of quality and safety in healthcare. Finally, I would like to thank Dr. Hani as a moderator and the organizing team for their hard working in making this webinar success. Thank you again to everyone for your participation. Let us connect it and continue to work together toward a safer and higher quality healthcare system. Stay safe and healthy. I wish you all the best in your future endeavor. Thank you very much. Thank you, Professor Sin.
Thank you. Thank you. We are waiting.
Thank you
We
very
are
much.
waiting.
All the best to you all. Thank you very much.
We are waiting for you to become the Prime Minister of Japan.
Thank you very much.
Yes, honey, only honey. Also,
It will
Yeah,
never replace.
yeah, we will give a special thanks to the people who have made questions. Mr. Saptaji, Dr. Nico Alumenta, Nurse Purwanto, Yudiwan, and then Arvid, Pak Kusnadi Jaya, Mr. Kusnadi Jaya, Dr. Lina Yudianti, Ibu AA Istri Putra Kusumawati, and the last one is Dewi Ratnasari. Thank you very much for your questions. Maybe we can move forward together. We pray good health and a happy life for you, Professor. And you are always a best friend to our Indonesian colleagues. Okay, maybe next time you can come to Indonesia and let us know. Okay, then we came to the closing prayer from Dr. Johnny.
Okay, thank you, Hani. I'm sorry, Professor Sinusiro. As our tradition, we open and close our program with praying together.
Okay.
Prayer, yes. Yeah. Oke, teman-teman, saya akan pimpin dengan cara Islam. Mohon teman-teman yang selain Islam boleh menyesuaikan. Kita berdoa kembali. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Hamdan na'imin, hamdan syakirin, hamdan yuafi ni'amahu wa yukafi mazidah. Ya Rabbana lakal hamdu kama yanbaghi li jalali wajhikal karim azim sultanik. Allahumma shalli ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala sayyidina Muhammad. Ya Allah, ya Tuhan kami, puji syukur kami haturkan kehadirat-Mu. Kami telah menyelesaikan kegiatan kami yaitu Knowledge Sharing Course yang ke-53 dan sangat menggembirakan materi yang diberikan oleh pembicara Profesor Sinusiro sangat menarik bagi kami. Oleh karena itu ya Allah, berikanlah kesehatan kepada beliau. Juga kami mohon kesehatan bagi kami semua di Kars dan rumah sakit di seluruh Indonesia agar dapat tetap bekerja dengan baik, menjaga mutu dan keselamatan pasien di rumah sakit. Ya Allah, tunjuki kami jalan yang lurus dan berikan kekuatan berada di jalan yang lurus. Tunjuki pula jalan yang salah dan hindarkan kami dari jalan yang salah. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanah qina azabannar. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun wa salamun alal mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.
Amin.
Ya.
Terima kasih teman-teman. Itu emailnya Prof. Sinusiro ada di chat. Dan tolong Indra itunya presentasi dari Prof. Sin Usiro bisa
Linknya,
di
link Google Drive, link.
Ya,
Nggak ada presensi ya tadi ada yang presensi.
presensi
ada.
udah ya.
ada presensi ada. Dia bisa
Indra,
Belum mungkin ya.
belum kelihatan. Ntar ya kita.
dia bisa tinggalin kali forum ini.
Prof. Sin, if it's too late,
Oke,
then
ya. Oke, Prof.
uh,
Sin,
Okay.
you
Yes.
can leave now. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you,
maybe
Professor
Okay.
Sinusiro.
Thank you very
one
much.
minute.
Arigato.
Again.
Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Bye bye.
Bye. See you next.
See you.